Hello there, Owen here, and I'm phoning in from Cobbin, the end of day one of the Wildcoast Wildrun Recce that myself and Chris Goodwin are on, and thought it was just a nice opportunity to give you guys a lowdown on how the coastline's looking this year. And for the first time since the Wildcoast Wildrun started in 2009. There's been a hell of a lot of rain in the area, and so the area is beautiful and green. It's all the rivers and little estuaries that have been blind for the since 2009 are actually running now. So a lot of little estuaries are running out to the sea, so you're getting your feet wet a lot more often than previously. Anybody who's done this before. Also the grassy cattle tracks that run on the headlands and etc. There's actually quite a lot of water in the grass and in the soil, so you're actually getting your feet quite muddy as well on the trails on the headland, unlike previous years where those trails have been rock hard. So some little changes from previous years. Other than that, the coastline has been fairly well hit by storms over the last couple of months, which has really flattened out a lot of the places that were that were sort of heavily banked with a lot of camber. So a lot of that's flattened out. It's been chowing away at the banks, and with a lot of rain as well has compressed a lot of the sand that you find away from the coastline. So when you are running on the sort of sandy tracks away from the beachfront, you are actually running on some quite nice hard compact. So all in all, actually very, very good conditions for I think some pretty good times. This day, just as an overview, is a very honest day, and you've got to be patient on a day on this run. It's 44 k's of very flat terrain, very little up and down, and it's really very, very well suited to someone who's very strong on a road run. Long, hard beaches for most of the time, but intermittently between those beaches, soft headlands that really do work the back of your knees particularly, and so you've got to be very conscious of that, especially the first 6k's. Go out very easy the first 6k's until you get to Seagulls. From Seagulls there on it gets much easier, but it's important to not rush into it. Even when you're feeling strong, you get long, nice stretches of beaches, and around the corner you're going to get into some softer patches. So it really is a patient day. You've got to just be patient and work it in slowly as you go. Bearing in mind, of course, it's 3 days, not just one. So whatever you do on day one is going to really impact on the rest of your day. But I must say, the coastline is looking absolutely magnificent. Whales in the ocean, dolphins everywhere. The coastline is beautiful and green. The tracks, as I say, sort of inland from the coastline, when you do leave the coast for short stretches, is nice and compact. It's looking really, really good, just lots really to rave about. With more water around, the estuaries have changed. It's for the first year actually we've done the recce where the major change is definitely noticeable. So the Cora mouth just before you get to Haven is very different looking than has been in previous years. But all in all, nothing unusually scary about any of the crossings. And just a really, really beautiful stretch this year, and then, like I say, just being green and lush has made it all the different. And of course, finishing at this magnificent place at Cobbin really just puts the cherry on the cake, and you can sit on the edge of the ocean with your beer and watch the dolphins play in the ocean. So that's it from us, and we will chat to you again tomorrow at the end of day 2 when we get to the Haven and the big day through the Mbashi River. A bit more about that tomorrow. So great. Have a good evening, guys, and I hope that's giving you a little bit of something about the day today. Cheerio.